Hello, welcome to day 5 of my 7-day experiment in using an iPod Touch as my only computer. Now, just as an update, I put in a bid a couple days ago on that folding titanium spork on eBay. And I used the eBay app to check in on it and discovered that I had been outbid. So I put in a more aggressive bid, and fortunately I won that auction. So I paid for it using PayPal right through the eBay app. Oh, and I forgot to mention this during my video about e-commerce, but there is an app that was made by PayPal, so you can use this to log into your PayPal account securely from your iPod and check your balance and look at recent transactions, send money to somebody, you know, all the stuff you can do on the website, which is a pretty good app. I like that. But today I wanted to talk about communications, and this is one thing that the iPod does pretty well. The email program that's built into it is pretty good in my opinion. I have it connected to my Google email account. Now I also have an email account on Yahoo, and for that I've been checking that this week using the Yahoo app. They do have a separate app for their service that has access to a lot of parts of Yahoo, like their news feed and things, but I've just really been using it for email, and I'm finding that it crashes quite a bit. Doing things as demanding as just going into an email and then going back to your inbox, doing that will crash it. So I think that using Safari is probably a far better way on the iPod of getting to your Yahoo email. Another thing I tried was FaceTime. Now, FaceTime is Apple's name for their video teleconferencing service, I guess, you know, on their devices that have cameras. So I decided to place a FaceTime call to award-winning film director Don Casper, because I know that he has an iPhone, and I have his name in my address book. Now, because the iPod is not a phone, I don't have a phone number, so I had to call using my email address, and it works fine. You just log in to the FaceTime service with your email, and then it shows when you call someone, it shows on their device that, you know, you're receiving call from, and then shows your email. And that worked pretty well for a while, and then I think there were like lag issues because the video started freezing, and then I couldn't hear anything, and then suddenly I could hear something. So there were some issues with the connection, I guess. But I don't know, it was okay. Another thing that the iPod is pretty good at, in my opinion, is social networking services like Facebook and Twitter. Mostly because they have their own apps. And you can do this through Safari, of course, but they do have their own custom apps. Twitter has a lot of different ones, but there is an official one that I'm using. And also, Facebook has their own app, which is good for looking at your news feed and notifications and messages and things. One thing I noticed is that you can't really go to pages using the Facebook app. Like, there's a Carl Blemming page that I created on Facebook, and I don't know how to get to that through the app. So again, the mobile version is limited in some way. That's kind of a recurring theme this week. I'm seeing all the mobile versions let you do one thing but not another thing. Another thing I wanted to talk about was Skype. Now, I do have the Skype app, and my old iPod, I downloaded it, but I couldn't use it really because there's no microphone on the second generation iPod Touch. And this new 4th generation does have a microphone, because, as you know, because my voice is being recorded right now. So I haven't actually tried it, but I'm going to try it sometime this week, see if I can make a Skype phone call. And that brings up one thing I was going to mention. The iPod is limited in a sense for communication, just because it can only connect to the internet through Wi-Fi. So you have to have a Wi-Fi connection. It's not like a cell phone that will work everywhere. But this is, of course, the same limitation you'd have with a laptop computer. And this experiment is seeing how the iPod Touch can replace a laptop. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching.